All right, so we're getting ready for wheat. The combine is basically ready for wheat. I just have to run the grease gun over it. All the screens are done. The header, I'm gonna change a bunch of knives. These are bent up from soybeans and stones. These keepers, I think I'm gonna have to get a couple of new ones. This floor has problems, but because of its age, this is a TR model header, and you can't put a CR model header on a TR and a TR header on a CR model header. So we're gonna be updating the combine here pretty soon. Timothy's working on this thing because I've been hauling fertilizer. He's got this piece here on. He's about to put that floor back in there. When we're done with the floor, then we're going to tear the VFS apart, and I'm gonna have to be a major part of that process as well. But he's doing a good job, right, Tim?
Yep.
Yeah, he is. He just needs.
I took the two come-alongs.
Oh, yeah.
Some nylon rope, threw it on here, hooked it on here, and then hoisted it back up.
See, you can do this work all by yourself if you're dedicated to it. Okay. Anyway, I have to go, and I guess this is enough of this video. There's work I need to do this head. The guides for the pins, I got 6 pins or 7 pins that need to be replaced. These guides are shot, so that has to get replaced. I've got a dozen of them. So I'm going to replace them, replace the bolts, and get that all done. And then this floor pan here, or floor, I'm not going to worry about it for wheat. I don't have to. If I do anything, I will add a piece into it, or take that panel off and fix it to a point. Yeah, fix it. I gotta fix it because it has to be fixed. That's the solid side, and they always break on the solid side, not the float side for some reason, but whatever. Anyway, I gotta take the wife to church.
so. There's probably one in tool truck at Tabatao. I'm gonna go get you some.
Stepped in shit. Does that mean I'm gonna have good luck or just...
Yeah, that's what they always say.
Alright, so I guess I could vent
Kill.
all over.
It's gotta be your luck today, huh?
What's that?
It's gotta be your luck today.
It's not that it's bad luck, it's just you do something, right? And you're like, okay, so this is how we're gonna do this. Now, I know I'm old enough to understand that things don't always go the way you want them to go, right? Bugs on me. But it just annoys the hell out of me when I have to deal with things the way I gotta deal with. So this grain platform is worn out, all right? New Holland does not support it. I think I've talked about this a little bit in the last few days. Watch this sticker book. So, what I want to do, this head, is get some parts for it so that it works, right? Just so that it works. Well, unfortunately for me, New Holland does not want to support these heads anymore. If it's got a T and an R in front of it, that combine is so old, according to them, it's obsolete, and all the parts that we would still be selling and making money with, we don't need to do that because, well, it's old. It's 20 years old, and we don't want to deal with it anymore. Okay, whatever. So here's a perfectly good combine, well taken care of combine. I mean, it works and functions as it should, but problem is, it's a TR series, and they don't want to support it anymore. So these floor pans are shot, right? And a few years ago, Shoop had them available for this as well, Shoop Manufacturing, which, you know, great, kudos to them. But now, I guess they're not supporting it anymore either. What Shoop has is for the 1020 or the 2010 case, which is the same as the, I think, the 73C or C73, whatever the hell model that was. The newer models. Oops. No, no, no. Oh, no, you don't. Oh, no, you don't. Oh, no, you don't. So, anyways, if you're wondering what I'm doing, I am making this thing slippery, as the wheat is just a little bit too wet, and it doesn't want to slide on the floor pan. So, you know what you do? You paint it up. paint it up with graphite. And that graphite will dry on there. And it's slippery. So anyway, it's not to get off subject or anything, but we're dealing with smoke. Smoke isn't allowing the damn wheat to dry out. It's the end of the month. I have a short season variety corn, which I wanted to have planted before the 20th of this month, but we're 7 days behind on that. So, yeah, whatever. Right? Whatever. So now what I'm doing is I'm going to force this combine head to do what I want it to do, not what it wants to do. Which, you know, is graphite. Get it all slipperied up so that it slides over the top. And as the graphite wears away, then it will polish the head. And I've got over 300 acres of this shit that I got to get over. And it doesn't want to feed very well. Wet. Of course, I'm going to be a mess. I got a hydraulic line that's out on this thing. But because this head is broken there, it's sway bellies in the middle. So on the ends it wants to feed, but in the center it builds up because I can't get the fingers close enough. I don't know what the hell I'm gonna do. I've been debating whether I buy a new combine or not, but the debate on that is still, me and Teresa are still talking about it, right, Teresa?
Yeah.
What is your thoughts on it?
Just get the damn thing.
Huh?
Just get it.
Just go get a combine?
Shit, yeah.
You know, sometimes you just gotta listen to your wife. See, generally speaking, as a farmer, the wife is the one that says no. No. Leslie, you can't do it, right? Isn't that what you're supposed to say?
It will make a lot easier if you get a new one, faster. We need time. You only have less employees, so you have to be efficient with your equipment.
I agree.
Okay, so that just makes sense to me.
Yeah, it makes perfect sense to me as well. Usually that's what you got to convince your wife of. Honey, it's going to make it a lot easier. I'll be able to go to the beach with you, right? Or, honey, we'll be able to get done faster and we'll be able to go see the Grand Canyon, right?
Yeah.
Want to see the Grand Canyon?
Sure, why not? I like to see Grand
I
Canyon.
want to see the Grand Canyon too.
I want to see the redwoods. I want to see all that.
I do too. I've never seen any of that. I've never seen the redwood forest. I've been close, but I never made it to the redwood forest. So yeah. So years ago I had problems with wheat feeding and I welded little washers to it and that helped feed it. And then I don't remember whether it was May West Manufacturing or whoever. I see like a couple years later after my idea, it's like May West come out with little tabs that you put on there and welded fast or bolted fast to keep the straw feeding. But I don't know, a Draper header would work way better, and I'm sure there's 45 comments on, you should just get a Draper, you'll never know any better than that. Which, you're right. I'd love to have a Draper. Problem with the Draper is they're damned expensive.
How is expensive, Dre? How much is expensive?
$250,000
Holy
for a
shit,
head.
that is expensive.
You can get a used one now for $150, I guess, but you know, but a Draper, then you're dealing with those belts, you know, and I'm really, honestly, I just can't justify it in my head to go with a Draper. I don't mind augers as long as they're working, but I should have did this before we came over here. I'd probably be cutting. But you know, now that the sun's out, we've got this fog, or this smoke.
Yeah,
But now
right
that the
there.
sun is actually out, it might dry it up. Tim spilled some oil there.
You have enough of that?
Oh, I do. I'm actually going to paint this cutter bar a little bit too. But anyway, so the floor pans for this thing are not available. New Holland, they're like, I think there's 3 of them left. Well, you need, what, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 of them. The 2 ends and the centers. 973 is what this is. And I don't know. I'm just not in the mood to spend $250,000 right now. Now, if the corn looks good, fine. But we're going to go look at some corn. I have to put fertilizer, nitrogen on corn because I don't think that the nitrogen stuck around through the dry spell. I think it went away. That's just my thoughts on it. I don't know if it's, I just don't know if it's there or not. Any of these catch points is just where you really want to put this stuff.
I got a video on the back how it spread really good.
Oh, was it spreading?
Oh yeah, that was good.
Yeah, once the straw dries out, it'll fly, but I mean, this straw is wet. The grain is wetter than I'd like it to be. The corn planter ain't gonna put this through this. So I don't know what the hell I'm gonna do with that. The straw is not drying out as well as it should.
Bale it.
I can't bale it. That defeats my purpose of what I'm
That's true.
doing. It's it to the point where it can actually cut it and feed it. It's starting to polish up is what it's doing.
Yeah.
And it's damp, so it's kind of going to be a pain in the ass. As long as it feeds it clean, it's coming in.
It's doing its thing. Coming in fast.
Well, if I was actually going the speed that I should be going,
Yeah.
it'd be coming in there like corn. That right there, it's got to be jammed up right there. I mean, I don't want to stop because when you stop, then it makes a pile. I don't like that.
Oh, Jesus.
That's just green shit coming in, you know. As it polishes up, then it'll. As she polishes up, then she'll start to feed better. I just want to get this shit off so I can get the damn corn in, you know?
Yeah. What is that for?
Throwing the rotors away, the concaves away from the rotors so I don't jam it up. I'm telling you, once it starts to, like that floor polishes up, that
Oh,
Look at all.
I see.
Look at that wheat.
I see the weeds coming up there, Will.
It's a lot. Mom, I like
So the graphite work.
So it was a little bit too wet, and that's fine. I don't much care. We cut just a little test sample. It's coming in pretty good. Estimates between my dad and my wife are somewhere between 100 and 110 bushel of wheat to the acre, which is phenomenal in my opinion. But I was going in the video approximately 1.7 miles an hour. I did push it up to 2.2, but it was just too fast for the conditions. I mean, that straw was soaking wet, and it wasn't smart to do what I did, but I did it. I had to turn the reel so that it would actually lift the straw up off of the cutter bar. That's why it was all bunching up, throwing it up on top. And as wet as it was, it just wasn't worth it. But I had already started. So I cut out 700 bushel, 650, 700 bushel, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, 650 bushels of wheat. The moisture's too high. I didn't even test it, but it's somewhere around 25%. I just wanted to get the combine ready to rock and roll. It is now Saturday. The sun is shining, and I'm probably going to go cut some more because the moisture between yesterday and this afternoon, I won't start until 2 o'clock or so. I suspect it's going to be somewhere around 18-19%. I'm going to go check it this morning. The straw is what's limiting me now. I don't care about the grain being damp. I'll just put it in the bin or run it through the dryer, one or the other, and life will be fine. I just really need to get it off because it's the 1st of July. I have to get it off. It has to come off. So in order to do what I want to do with this farm, this particular farm, it has to come off. You're going to see me do something that nobody would do, but hey, don't do that. We're supposed to get rain again tomorrow. If I could just get this 115 acres off, I will brush hog that straw down to about this tall and spread that straw out, and then I'll just go ahead and plant right through it. It should plant through it if it's chewed up, the way I want it to be. It's just too wet though, but who knows? We'll find out. You're going to see what I do, and you can criticize me if you'd like. It's fine. I'm okay with that. I don't mind a little constructive criticism. It's just blatant stupidity I hate.